On Super Bowl Sunday, the hottest name in music, not named, Taylor Swift, meets the hottest brand in candy and, frankly, the hottest name in consumer packaged goods altogether. Shaboozey and Nerds Gummy Clusters congealing, sticking together for a Super Bowl ad, and Cheddar has a sneak peek.
Colors all around me, so pretty in the sky, also on the face of people going by. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
When two great things combine, it's a wonderful world. Nerds Gummy Clusters, unleash your senses.
Greg Guidotti is the Chief Marketing Officer at Nerds' parent company, Ferrara Candy Company, and he joins us now. Greg, great to have you, sir. Tell us first how this ad came together, why Shaboozey was the right fit.
Yeah, no, Dave, thanks for the time to connect. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this is an exciting time. I mean, when the Nerds business, we did a Super Bowl ad last year, and it was pretty much an unmitigated success. It was a first for Nerds. It was a first for our company, and we said, it did so well for the business. We said, this is the time we really need to do it again. And the element of it was having this opportunity. When Nerds Gummy Clusters, it's all about unleashing your senses. You couldn't think of a better artist than Shaboozey. Shaboozey is a guy he's multi-dimensional, he's layered. He is so dynamic, he spans genres in music. So that, when we think about, the Nerds Gummy Cluster, something, this little product, it's a gummy that has nerds coming around it. It's these two things come together to unleash your senses. And that really is that element. I couldn't think of a better artist than Shaboozey.
I'm always curious, Greg, with Super Bowl commercials. We're talking about $7 million on average. What to you, what as a company makes that buy worth it?
Yeah, I think that it's a great question. What makes it really worth it is, like, with the fragmentation of media, there are very few places that are still destinations. And when we think about the great journey of Nerds 5 years ago, it was a $70 million business at retail. Now, 5 years later, it's $869 million. And that is actually with a household penetration of 25.1. So that means that 25% of households have tried Nerds products. That means also that 75% haven't. So when you think of something where you could actually see billions of households that are all watching the Super Bowl and all watching many for the ads, it just is that opportunity to step change and kickstart our household penetration.
Shaboozey sings everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody must be at the store buying Nerds Gummy Clusters. I don't understand it. You guys have a story in the Wall Street Journal. You have a story in the New York Times. By the way, I'm not in that 25% that's tried it. I will do that in a moment. How do you explain the meteoric rise of this product?
I mean, it's again, great question. The element is like, sugar confections, I mean, in the history was very, very simple. You think about like hard candies and that was really the dynamic of what sugar candies were. What's happened over time, it's become very, multi-dimensional, multi-layered, multi-flavored, and there's no better example of that than Nerds Gummy Clusters. It's a product that is not only, multicolored, multi-layered, it's got a crunchy, tangy outside, it has a gummy inside, and it's poppable. And I think the element that made it, just that step change was like, it's a next level product experience. It has an incredible smell when you open the bag. It's got an incredible taste, and it is just munchable every way. So it's like it all came together perfectly in this simple product. And that really has driven the success of Nerds over the last 5 years. And honestly, like you said, it's once in a career.
I mentioned the Wall Street Journal. It's now a Wall Street story because one TD Cowen analyst said, quote, "I have never seen a new product in this category get this big so fast." I'm about to try it and see how it got so big so fast.
Yeah.
Tell me the origin story. Oh my God, I get it.
It's great.
Fawn Weaver, by the way, who makes this whiskey, called it crack. I'm starting to understand that. Tell me the origin story. How did we go from this to this?
I think that, the interesting thing when you think about it, Nerds was launched in 1983, and it had this, this very unique, it actually had a shake. Anybody who was at a community pool would remember this from the snack bar, but it had a very, very unique product profile. So everybody knew this brand and had great memories about this brand. But you think about original Nerds, it's actually messy. And so you open it up and it spills all over the place. So there's this element of like there's a dissatisfier, the fact that it was messy. So honestly, we had also a product called Nerds Ropes, and it was actually, if you've never tried that, it actually is Nerds layered on a gummy rope, and it's a great product as well, but it's a lot of a product. So when we started talking, we said, how could we create that experience and make it a little bit more consumable, a little bit more poppable? And it really is this element of taking what we know about making gummies, because we have other brands in our portfolio that are gummy, Trolley, Black Forest. So we had that technology about gummy, and instead of sanding it with sugar or sour, we said, what if we sanded it with baby Nerds? And it really is that simple and that complex on that time. So that's exactly what this product is. And it was putting existing technologies that we had and knew how to do from our other brands to create this next level experience for Nerds.
What role did Kylie Jenner play in boosting its popularity?
I think it was Kylie Jenner and others, because it was interesting because we launched this product in the height of COVID. And so honestly, its trial was really started, through word of mouth and through social. And so we started leveraging, doing stuff on earned media and on TikTok and the like. But when someone like a Kylie Jenner would pick it up and organically just tried it and loved it, just like you did. And I think that was amazing. And, so she posted about it, and then we noticed it and we sent her more. And it's just that kind of stuff. We do that, with all those people that experienced it, big and small. We used the opportunity that people were home and people were more on social media to continue to drive trial, because we honestly never advertised in earnest on this business until last year's Super Bowl.
And I'm curious, you as a chief marketing officer, when you talk with, say, the chief financial officer, are you able to quantify how important social media, in particular TikTok, has been in increasing and boosting the bottom line?
I think the experience that we had with Nerds Gummy Cluster really fortified the power of social media across all our brands. And I'd say we as a Ferrara business, I feel like we punch above our weight in how we connect with consumers, because that is the way, there are very few paid media opportunities that break through. The Super Bowl is one of them. There are other events as well, but the best way is through those social channels, whether it be Instagram or even Spotify and TikTok. And it does quantify, because we're able to see the progress of our equity, the progress of our household penetration, and play it back to all of our spends.
I'm curious, Greg, is there a lesson in the CPG business that others could learn from this meteoric rise the last couple of years?
I think, there are a couple. I think when you have, I always say, when you know who you are, you know what to do. And I think there was stuff about Nerds that was, we knew what was strong and unique about that Nerds brand. It had that tangy, crunchy, unique. So it had a point of differentiation already. And how could we make that more accessible, more enjoyable? Again, if you know who you are, you know what to do. When you start with the consumer, you rarely fail as well. And I think these couple links, so we know what's great about your brand. You then also know what's a dissatisfier. So can you bridge the fact that consumers love it, but it's messy? It was like with this example, again, we have great examples of things we've done across our brands, whether it be Sweet Tarts or Trolli or Jelly Belly. But this was, there's an element of luck associated with this as well, because it just knocked out. There's a little bit of lightning strike, but luck is where opportunity meets preparation.
Not a product on this planet has succeeded without a little bit of luck. Look forward to seeing that Super Bowl commercial in earnest on Super Bowl Sunday. Greg Guidotti, Chief Marketing Officer at Nerds parent company, Ferrara Candy Company. Cheers to your success, sir. Appreciate the time.
Thank you so much and enjoy. We'll see you.